What's up, beauties? How are you guys? It's your girl, Sheila Shay. I know, you guys have been waiting, seems like for an eternity, for me to make a YouTube. Y'all got y'all wish. Your girl's YouTube is up and running. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys like, share. I was extremely nervous about making it. I'm the type that I don't like to fail, but God did not give us a spirit of fear. So we have made this YouTube channel, and I just hope you guys enjoy as much as I do. We are dropping our first video. Can y'all believe it? It's our first video. So don't tell me to pieces, please. I hope what I've done today will help you get this gorgeous bombshell look. Colorful, I'm an outspoken person. My personality speaks through my makeup. So you will see lots of color, lots of you just extra, but I know how to tone it down when I need to. I do. Anyway, if you like these contacts, all of the information will be down in the description box. So you guys make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, with some of your girlfriends, your auntie, your cousins, your baby cousins, your sisters, your co-worker who need her brow slave. Make sure you share with her. So if you have not already done that, make sure you do that now. And if you would like to see this amazing look that I've created for you today, then just keep watching. Alright, beauties. First thing that I do when I start my makeup is my brows. I'm not usually the one for a natural brow, so this brow product I kind of stumbled across. It is the e.l.f. brow pencil in the color light brown. I got it from Walmart for like $1. So it's $2 actually. It's very reasonable, not expensive, but it does the job. Like, it gave kind of the light strokes as far as like hair is concerned. You see I don't have no brow hairs at all. But that brow pencil did the job. It gave a very natural brow. It looked very natural. It was very pretty. I loved it. So I bought like 6. Anyway, yeah, my hand's ashy. I think it might be makeup. Anyway, so using the spoolie and everything, I kind of just brush the hairs upward. That way it feels in the spots and it looks more natural. Kind of looks just like my hair. Yes, girl, you cute. Hey, brow dance. Next, I'm going to use e.l.f. brow gel, the clear brow gel. I also got that from Walmart for $1. It kind of like stabilizes my brow hairs. It stabilizes it, keeps it in place, cleaning it up, make sure that those hairs stay where they need to be. Very clean, very effortless. Next, I'm using Dermacol cover-up makeup. I like to use it as a concealer, just because it has a thicker consistency. And I'm using my Lancome concealer brush, the number 8 brush, to conceal my brows. It helps me get close to my brow line and kind of keep it clean without, without messing my brows up. Because I can't be messing them brows up, honey. You doing good. You doing real good. So stay as close to your your brow line as much as possible. I had to go in a little close to where my arch was. I kind of brought my brow pencil down a little too far, but I just cleaned that up with my good old concealer brush and Dermacol makeup. The Dermacol you can also actually get from Amazon. I got it as a product for review, and I absolutely love it. Only downfall, it is a little oily, so of course I have to try and conceal the oil, but as far as covering wise, it is like 115% coverage, if that's a thing. It covers everything. So I love to use it as a concealer. Next, I'm going to use a concealer blending brush by BH Cosmetics. Please don't mind, some of my brushes are dirty. That's because I did my makeup earlier this day before recording and didn't have time to wash. But that is just from me, so don't freak out. But I'm just going to drag my concealer down, and what I'm doing is just packing down my concealer to my actual lid. Now I'm about to kind of conceal and clean the top of my brows. I'm using my foundation, which is the L'Oreal Infallibles Pro Matte Foundation in the color Soft Sable. I'm just using the foundation that I'm going to use for my face to clean up the top of my brow. That way it blends effortless whenever it's time to put my foundation on. Them brows is snatched. Yes, I love it. Hands still ashy. And as you can see, during my happy dance, I'm using the Morphe brushes palette in the 35C. I'm using all of their pinks. So their pink, their light pink, that maroon-ish color. I'm using all three of those on my lid. I'm using BH Cosmetics Rose Gold, their brush set. I'm using one of their blending brushes. I've had that brush set for a while, so I kind of like rub the number off. Force of habit. It just kind of happens over time. But I do not know the number of this brush, but it's one of their blending brushes from the Rose Gold palette. Rose Gold palette. The Rose Gold brush set. So you just want to kind of pack the color on and blend as you go. I try to blend once I'm done packing the color on, just to get it to where I want it. And then I'll go back and blend with the same brush. Next, I'm going in with this maroon color just to go in the depth of my eye, right above the crease, just to give it a little depth to my eye. It's a lot darker, but it's still the same shade of pink as the first pink that I used. And I'm using a smaller blending brush from the same rose gold brush set. This is their newer brush set, but I still don't know the number, but it's their smaller blending. So I'm literally going in the crease of my eye, packing that color on the same way that I did the first color, just packing in and blending. Just packing the color down. As you can see, I'm going back through with the first brush that I used, put on that lighter pink, just to go back through and kind of blend out those two colors. That way they match. Ooh, peekaboo. One's done, both's done. Ha! Gotcha, that is right. Yes, girl, you blended that blend game strong. And the brows are snatched, honey, I must say. Y'all have to brag on myself, to myself. Somebody me no attention. So I'm going back through with that brighter pink to go right at the edge of my eye. I know, you know, usually you do a darker color, but that wasn't for the look that I was going for. So I'm going back through with that lighter pink. Just blend that out on the edge. I'm not too worried about it going too far off the edge of my eye, my lid. Because once I blend out and everything, it's going to flow with the look. It's definitely going to flow with the look. Now we're using the Lancome number 8 concealer brush to cut that crease. This is one of my favorite concealer brushes. It is $22 at Lancome, but it is a flat, less dense brush. So it's easy to use. I'm also using my MAC NC40 concealer. I added a little bit of setting powder to that concealer just to give it a thicker consistency. That way it holds color really well and it's a lot thicker. I like a thicker consistent concealer. That's just me. That's just my preference. You don't necessarily have to do that. That's just what I like to do. So we're gonna cut that crease as closely as we know how. Try to get it straight, sis. Get it straight. Yes, honey, you cut that crease. Now you're just gonna do that other side. We did that off camera because it was just getting on my nerves. So now I'm going in with the first brush that I used from BH Cosmetics just to smoke out that hot pink on the edges of my cut crease. And I added just a very little bit of the color to my brush just because I wanted it to fade out. I didn't want to pack on too much color. I wanted it to be very blended. Yeah, looking at the camera like that. So we blended that out perfectly well. Now I'm going in with my Look Set 17 by NYX, and I'm using that flesh tone color there, that nude. It is not white. It's like a really soft beige color. So I'm using that to pack on that color onto my cut crease. I'm using a BH Cosmetics brush. That brush is number 102 from their Black and Gold collection. It is one of their brush sets. If you are just starting out doing makeup, BH Cosmetics brushes are bomb. I absolutely love them. I have Sigma brushes. I have Morphe brushes. I still absolutely love my BH Cosmetics brushes. They work just as well, and they're not expensive. I think the most expensive brush set tongue twister that they have is about $30. So they're inexpensive and easy to use. So I had to do my, cut crease dance right there. Next, I'm using my NYX liner, Epic liner. I paid $10 for it. It is a felt tip liner, so it's easy to use. So if you are horrible at doing your liner, then this might be one that you need to get. The dupe of this brush is from Wet n Wild. They have the same exact formula and not formula, Jesus Christ, don't quote me. They have the same consistency as far as the liner is concerned. It is a felt tip. It's very easy to use, so if you have a harder time doing your liner, then you might want to check that out. If you don't want to spend the $10, the Wet n Wild is about $2 at Walmart or any drugstore. Next, I'm going in with the black on that same palette. It doesn't have to be really black. I think that's the off black on that palette. And I'm going in with a smaller brush. I'm not for sure the number of this brush. I know it's from the BH Cosmetics line. No, this is my Morphe brush, actually. I have two of those. One is BH, one is Morphe. That's my Morphe brush I'm using just to go to the end of my liner. I did not want to do a full liner today, so I'm just going through with that black and smoking out the end of my liner. That way it kind of just blends in with the rest of that end piece on the end of my liner. So I had to do my liner and lashes off camera because my camera overheated and cut off on me. So the yellow liner on my lid is NYX VividBrights, and the lashes are from Kiss. The number is 105, and the name of them are Camisole. I absolutely love these lashes. They're bomb.com. Right now I'm using Professional by Benefits. If you have a problem with bigger pores, this stuff is like, it comes in clutch because it just automatically smooths your skin and get rid of those bigger pores. I have bigger pores in my T-zone and my nose, so it kind of helps give that, I had that in my head. Anyway, it gives that kind of photo finish to your makeup. Yeah, y'all, I broke my nail. Pray my strength on the Lord. So my face is already moisturized. I use Dermacol, Cetaphil Daily Moisturizer. I got it from Walmart, $3. Can't beat it. So right now I'm just feeling myself. Yes, got my The Makeup Artist t-shirt on by my mom. I will definitely put that in the description box as well. So now we are about to put this good old foundation on. I'm using FitMe Matte and Poreless and L'Oreal Infallibles Pro Matte Concealer. Why do I keep trying to call it concealer? Foundation in the color Soft Sable. My FitMe color is Spicy Brown. So we're using both. And again, I'm using my Lancome No. 8 concealer brush just to apply light dots across my face. So my camera cut off again, so we had to cut. But that is that flawless foundation. Do you see that? Yes, I had to slow it up so y'all can see it. Dust on you. I just highlighted y'all face. Definitely just highlighted y'all. So the glitter that I just blessed you guys with is by Pure and Sexy Lip Cosmetics. You can follow them on Instagram. I am one of their brand ambassadors. So they sent me this and I absolutely love it. It was very light, not too bright, but you know, gave the right shimmer for my highlight. I loved it. It's one of their glitz, their glitter glitz glam tongue twister. So I'm using the color bronze. Absolutely love it. Very flawless and not too bright, but still bright enough. I love it. Absolutely love it. So this, y'all, is the final look. Yes, sis, you slayed. You completely slayed, girl. Yes. So that lip is by Pure and Sexy Lip Cosmetics as well. Y'all, snatch that blue in the waterline is by Maybelline. It is their Lasting Drama in the color Electric Blue. It's their waterproof liner. It looks bomb. The corner of my eye and the inner tear duct is a neon yellow. I bought from Amazon years ago, so it does not have a number as well. But I'm sure you can find any neon yellow and it works just the same. Those contacts are by EyeMazingContacts on Instagram and Facebook. You guys can follow them. I will leave my discount code in the description. And again, those contacts are from EyeMazingContacts on Instagram. I'm leaving my discount code in the description box, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Again, if you have not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, share this video. If you would like to see and know when my videos pop up, click that little notification bell. I thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for motivating me, keeping me, together to make this transition to YouTube. I definitely appreciate it, y'all. I am feeling myself. Girl, this look was cute. Yes, I gotta get my husband to take me on a date or something. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you subscribe. I can't say it enough. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Also follow my Instagram at Heels and Brushes MUA. My Facebook is Heels and Brushes also, and my Twitter is at Heels and Brushes. Make sure you follow my social media. That way you can get the listing, the details, everything. Make sure you keep up with my makeup life. Y'all, this look is to die for. So if you recreate it, make sure you tag me. Y'all, I love it. I absolutely love it. You slayed, sis. Good job, boo. Good job.